From the newsroom of the New York Times, I'm Jane Bornemeyer with a look at Saturday's Page One. In the lead story, Israeli Prime Minister Ariel Sharon said his country was prepared to accept the steps laid out by the United States in a new international peace plan. He made the statement after the Bush administration agreed to address Israel's security concerns. The White House said the move could pave the way for a three-way summit with President Bush, Mr. Sharon, and the Palestinian Prime Minister Abu Mazen.
It is not exactly clear what Mr. Bush has offered. It is quite clear that the personal rapport between the two men is pretty strong, and it appears that Mr. Bush offered strong enough assurances that the Israeli Prime Minister was prepared to accept that the United States will take care of Israeli interests in any subsequent talks.
Also at the top of the page, Patrick Tyler writes that plans by the United States military to disarm Iraq apparently will exempt about 100,000 Kurdish military forces. They will be permitted to keep their heavy weapons, while Shiite Muslims and other militias will have to surrender theirs. The plan has engendered intense criticism from Shiite leaders. Keith Bradsher and Lawrence Altman report that medical researchers in Hong Kong have found a SARS-like virus in a rare species of tree-dwelling cat common in southern China. Knowledge about the origin of the disease will help medical experts learn how to control it.
This means they're probably right, and it somehow jumped from the species down there to humans. So that's good news. They know now going forward where to target their investigation.
From Hillsboro, Oregon, Sam Dillon writes that the affluent Portland suburb shut down its schools for the summer 3 weeks early because it ran out of money. Across the nation, schools struggling with economic hard times have laid off janitors, canceled school plays, or shut down libraries. But only Oregon has had to take such drastic steps. The crowds were with her, but luck was not. Annika Sorenstam failed to qualify for the Bank of America Colonial Golf Tournament, a PGA Tour event. In tears as she left the course after the end of the qualifying round, she said she would not try again. Instead, she plans to return to the women's circuit, where she has been a star. And finally, Laura Holson writes from the land of make-believe that fairy tales really can come true, for a day at least, and for a price. With tourism down at theme parks, Walt Disney World and other resorts are reaching for a share of the $130 billion wedding business. As part of a growing trend, the people who created the Magic Kingdom will create a wedding fit for a real-life Cinderella and her own Prince Charming. I'm Jane Bornemeyer, and that's a look at Page One of Saturday's New York Times.